Hey guys, Paul here and welcome back to Best Food Review Road Trip. This is the channel where we travel the country, eat at all kinds of locations, and bring reviews to you. Today we are in Orlando, Florida. We're going to a Chicago deep dish pizza place called GIORDANO'S. I've never had Chicago deep dish, so I have really no sense of comparison, but we're gonna go in and check it out and you tell us if you think it's authentic.
Walking into this restaurant, this is a fun place. And there's quite a few people here eating dinner, and it's kind of noisy, but it's what I would expect at a great pizza restaurant. The menu is awesome. I love the fact that you can order your classic Italian dishes in either entree or family style, but we're here for the deep dish. And for pizza, they've got lots of options. Now, if deep dish isn't your thing, you can get it in thin crust or regular crust. It's all on there. You can build your own. What isn't on the menu, and I had to ask, was alcoholic beverages, but behind the counter I noticed they had a lot of bottles of wine, and they don't have draft beer, but they did have Peroni, which you know is the Italian beer. We have to have that. We're gonna have a night of pizza and beer.
One thing we didn't mention, when you order a deep dish pizza, it's gonna take them about 45 minutes to make it because they're making it from scratch. What does that mean? Well, that means that I'm down a beer already. I think they do that strategically to get you to buy more beer, so I guess I'm gonna have to buy another beer.
This pizza looks wonderful. In fact, check this out. We ordered the classic deep dish Chicago pizza. And what that has on it is pepperoni, mushrooms, green peppers, and onions. I'm gonna cut into this a little bit, but take a look at this first. I mean, honestly, this is the thickest pizza I've probably ever ordered, and I can't wait to dig into it. Now, Paul asked me to pick it up and take a bite, but I'm gonna go ahead and cut this. Oh my gosh, it's so thick, and look at all this cheese. Good Lord. Okay, I am ready to take a bite. That is really delicious. There's a lot going on. It's not... Okay, if you're a huge fan of Chicago pizza, maybe you can help educate me. This is more like eating lasagna or like a casserole. It's so thick. The flavors are nice, and their sauce here is really good. So I can't complain about this, but I just don't feel like this is pizza. I'm so sorry. I just don't feel like it's pizza. I will love it. I will eat the whole thing. But that's my opinion so far. Check back with me in a moment.
All right, so I'm gonna try it now. I don't know if you're supposed to eat it with a fork like Amy. It looks like a fork kind of pizza, but I'm gonna try it old school. So I'm just gonna pick it up here. Looks pretty good, it's thick. The crust has I can hear it. It's really messy. There's a lot going on. There's a ton of toppings. These deep dishes are layered. So when I was a teenager, I worked in the pizza joint out in Oregon. When we did a deep dish pizza, it was just a thick crust, sauce, cheese, toppings on top, done. Not so here. I dissected my pizza, and the way it looks is there is crust, then looks like cheese, pepperoni, then they put sauce on it, then they put the vegetables on it, then they put cheese and another layer of sauce on it. It's pretty amazing. I have to say that I really like that. I really think that's cool. It kind of adds to the flavor. Like, you can actually break the flavors down in your mouth. It's pretty impressive. I like that. I don't know if all Chicago pizza is like that. And one thing too, the crust, like I mentioned, it's kind of flaky like a pie. And you know, I've heard people refer to pizzas as pies before. This is like a pie. It's thick, it's crispy. I really like this. I got so excited, I ate my first piece and forgot to put crushed red peppers on it. So Got to put some peppers on here. Now it should taste right. That's what it was missing.
Well, what did we think of Giordano's? Am I saying that right? I don't know why I'm struggling with the name of this restaurant because it's a cool name, it's a cool theme. Anyway, what do we think? Mixed reviews, but only slightly. Paul loves it. I don't think he had any criticism at all about this pizza. I don't know, I have like really high standards for pizza, and I realized too, I love thin crust pizza, so it's not fair to say this wasn't good, or I'm not saying it's not good, I'm just saying it wasn't my favorite. So take it with a grain of salt because we're talking about what I like. I felt like the dough was good, but it was a bit doughy in places where it was thick. The sauce was really good though, and that's to me like, so would I eat here again? 100%, like no problem here, but I'd probably get the New York style, the thinner crust style than the Chicago. Will I ever order Chicago pizza again? Probably, because I'd love to be able to compare it. I hope that one day we'll be near or in Chicago on our journey. In fact, if you're watching today and you live in or near Chicago, give us some advice about where we should go so we can get like the real deal. If you like this video, please consider subscribing to our channel. Give us a thumbs up and leave comments. You know, we've mentioned we travel all over the country, so we're going to places where you live or possibly where you've also traveled, and we would love to do a review on a restaurant that you recommend. In fact, if you help us out, recommend something in the comments, we'll mention you in the video and you can be a celebrity. Before we say goodnight, I did want to mention we encourage anyone watching to consider making a donation to your local food bank because it makes a huge difference in people's lives when they have enough to eat, and it feels good to help out the people that live in your community. So until next time we dine together, stay classy.